I'm Jason Thielen. I'm founder of Little Bay Boards. Little Bay Boards is an eco-friendly, all-natural hollow wooden paddleboard company. 10 years ago, my daughter asked me for a paddleboard and I couldn't afford to buy one. So I started looking around and realized I could probably build one that would be basically a surfboard that would be kind of savvy. And that's basically the creation of Little Bay Boards. I didn't mean to do it, it was an accident, but everybody asked me about that board everywhere that we went.
A lot of our products end up being sold as gifts. It's really fun to be a part of the surprise gift giving process, especially when it's a custom board that has incredible personalizations on it. We recently made a paddleboard that was a 60th birthday gift, and we were able to engrave on the paddle all his nicknames in the handwriting of his children and his friends and his family. That project almost made me cry because it was such a personalized gift.
We originally bought a laser from a different company. I spent about 28 days with it and sent it back. Wasn't satisfied with its performance, didn't do what they said that it was going to be able to do.
We were able to get the SP3000, and it's a 200-watt laser system. We used to hand cut our designs, and that would be quite time-consuming and hard on your wrists to cut with a razor blade.
The frames that go into our boards, I personally designed those frames, probably 9 years ago, 8.5 years ago. And I cut them by hand. That was the option. You cut them by hand. And as good of a carpenter as I am, and after cutting 300 of them, I could, on a really good day with just no interruptions and just really getting after it, it'd take me about 1.5 hours to cut my whole frame system for my board. The laser can do 2 of them in 7 minutes, and it can do it over and over and over again precisely.
That really allows us to do a lot more detailed work that would not have been possible with the razor blade cutting.
Time is everything in a business. It's how many man hours go into each project. It's where you make your bread and butter.
We decided to purchase a Trotec because we needed to get a laser up and running as soon as possible.
But it just kept coming back to Trotec, kept coming back to Trotec. They have the best of the best of the best. Couldn't find a reason not to go with them. That was what it came down to. If you want to build the best things, you got to have the best tools.
The laser has allowed us to be able to experiment with a lot of different designs that are more complicated. We are able to do customizations like there's no tomorrow. It's just unlimited possibilities now that we have the laser.
I'm working on a board right now that is truly impossible without the Trotec. There's nobody else that'll be able to make this board because nobody else has what we have. As an artist, you want to be able to imagine and you want to be able to create, and your creativity can be greatly limited by your resources of how to do it. Being able to have that opened up a whole new gallery of how I can think about things that can be done.
The training process, learning the Trotec laser system was super easy. We had the service techs come up and put our laser together for us and got it up and running to perfection. And then the next day they trained me in, and I was trained in honestly within a couple hours. I will never stop learning new stuff on how to use the laser, but to be able to operate it in a couple hours was just so fantastic.
The lengths that they went to ensure a timely delivery time, and we were worried about everything, and they're like, don't worry, it's going to be here on that day. And they were on time, a little bit early, and literally the container showed up and it was 15 minutes and the installer was here, and another half hour the second installer was here, and I didn't have a worry in the world. Every
day it is amazing to operate, and the lenses stay so clean because it is designed really well. I have not had to waste any time trying to get it to work. It just does the job it needs to do. It just works, and that's what we needed to do, and it's been a dream to work with. I can't explain how vast our imagination got to be after we realized, its ability is beyond what we can comprehend still at this moment. People like the paddleboard, and it's a really good performing board. It may be beautiful, but it was designed really, really, really well throughout the years, to be a just all-arounder, goes everywhere, does everything that you want it to do. If anyone is interested in purchasing a Little Bay board, you can learn more about us at littlebayboards.com or you can find us on Facebook or Instagram.